Hello folks, I know I don't get a lot of video here, but that is not the gate that was there. This extremely sad, dilapidated thing was what we had across there, and it went all the way to the corner, and it was unwieldy, and well, now we got this one. This one was sitting at that gate there, but we never put anything in there other than, feeding the ducks and geese, so we didn't need it. We brought it over here. This will allow us to get in and out in the winter. The hinge that was on it didn't fit, so we had to borrow from that gate there. But these now have a functional gate for the winter for the boys. The bucklings will end up in here as well, and we still got some work to do on their hut. But yeah, this is nice and secure. They can't go anywhere with it. They can't break through it, which we were concerned about there. Old rusty wire. I didn't want them poked or anything like that. There's my two Bucky boys. There's Braveheart is the brown one on the ground. Oberon is up on the upside down water tank. Oberon won't be here much longer. He leaves at the end of the month. He's going back to his original breeder in Hamilton, and she will use him this fall. We're just swapping because I brought up a buckling from her. So instead of changing money and selling and buying, we're just swapping. Returning the old model, getting the new model. So yeah, we were concerned about where we were going to put these guys in the winter. I did not want to keep them in the barn again, but we couldn't get in and out with that old gate in the winter, so now this should work a whole lot better. Let me take you around and show you everything else that's going on and update you on how everybody's doing. We got these two girls fighting here. She might be in heat. I'm keeping a close eye on her. She still has to be bred. That's Pumpkin. Milky's been bred to Oberon. Tiny here's been bred to Oberon. Cake has gone to Oberon. Cinnamon we're still waiting on coming into heat, but we're going to put Cinnamon to Oberon because that pairing produced these two does, Angel and Moo, and they are beautiful, beautiful does. So we want to do that breeding again before we lose Oberon. So Cinnamon, you got to come into heat, girl, before the end of the month. We need you bred. And then Sweetie here is going to go to Braveheart. Millie is going to go to Braveheart in December. But yeah, these guys are all doing good. Millie's dried off. She's gaining some weight. The does are all gaining size. Like, look how healthy these guys are. They're nice and thick. They will be fine to breed in December. That's right. That's right, Angel. That's right, Angel. You're going to be a mama next year. Hi, Pumpkin. Are you in heat, Pumpkin? We need to breed you. You're not in heat, are you? But I check the girls twice a day if they're in heat, and we watch kind of their behavior. And fighting and wrestling and headbutting can kind of be a sign. Also mounting. Tail wagging, which is called flagging, and just like hollering. As well as a swollen vulva and sometimes some discharge. You don't always get all of them. You may only get one or two. But those are signs of heat. And then they're ready for breeding. What I like to do too is I'll come and I'll go like this. And if the tail tucks down, they're not ready. If the tail stays up, then they're ready. Somebody's definitely got hormones here to have everybody worked up though. Hi, Angel. You're just a sweetie. Look how nice and plump she is. And it's hard to get good video of these guys because they all just come towards me and want attention. You can see she's a beautiful girl. Yeah, I definitely want to do Cinnamon to Oberon again. Then these two are my bottle babies, and they are for sale. There's Annabeth. If you're interested, let me know. A lot of these girls are starting to switch out kind of their summer coat for their winter coat. Not that they're getting their undercoat yet, but their guard hairs are shedding out and they're getting a little bit different. Guard hairs get a little bit looser for winter and longer. The guard hairs is just what their summer coat normally is. Yeah, I'll have to go back and check these girls. Maybe 3 checks today would be appropriate. And then over here we've got the bucks. So very exciting news. I think I sold my first goat. I don't think I've sold any other goats. I mean, I may have traded some. Some have gone to the butcher, but I don't think I've sold one. So yesterday, I sold Tiny Tim. He's not here anymore. He's the only one that was weathered, so he was incapable of having babies. And these guys are the ones that are left. They are all eager to be breeders. There's Lucky. He's a beautiful buckling. They're all nice. We've got Blue there, Oliver, Valentine. And this is Alex. This is my new buck, the one I said that I got up from the breeder in Hamilton. So in exchange for him, Obi's going back south. But he is just delightful. All these guys are in their awkward grow out stage. They're looking very short in the body, but I know they're going to grow out of that because some of them were extremely long in the body as younger kids. He just doesn't seem to be in that awkward stage. Whether he's past it or he hasn't hit it yet, I don't know. But these guys will grow out to be beautiful, especially him. He was extremely long as a kid and very correct, so I have high hopes for him. That's Oliver. Valentine. Lucky. And Blue. Very, very nice bucks. Looking for their own herds to do their jobs. That's what's going on over here. These guys will end up with the big bucks for winter. Then they can all kind of huddle together and share warmth. And they're just happier as groups. And they'll just get an awful lot more room to roam because this isn't the biggest area. I mean, it's serving its purpose. It's doing well for what we need it, but I would have loved to have it at least double this size. It's just, we had a roll of 100-foot fence, so that's what we used. So these are all this year's babies. I'm selling out of the Muscovies. There's another one. There's another one. These two are boys. These two are girls. The girls are shining iridescent. Lovely birds. I'll be going through this group this afternoon after lunch, and I'll be pulling out the girls anyways that I want to keep back for my breeding program. And they're all looking just terrible right now because they are molting into their adult feathers. But I should be able to pick out the girls. Their colored pattern doesn't really change. So I'll pick out the girls, I'll band their legs so they're easily identifiable. And then I can sell the rest without having to really try and figure out who's who because they'll have a band on their leg. What I do is I just have bright red zip ties and we put a zip tie around their leg, nice and loose so it doesn't get caught on anything, and just snip off the end. Well, okay. Loose so it doesn't squeeze their leg, cause any kind of swelling or blood flow issues, but not so loose that it gets caught on anything. You don't want it caught up on their foot or anything in their environment. So that is the plan. I see one little turkey in the back. I don't know where the other three turkeys are. They're somewhere. Right now the flock is everywhere. I've got right up there some chickens. I've got kind of a rogue flock of chickens that hangs out over here. But I am trying to get everyone together for winter and organized. Tomorrow, all these cayugas will be gone. I'm keeping one male for myself. The other 3 are going. Yeah, and I'll have all these geese. They're getting about to the age now where I can vent sex them. So they're for sale. So these big ones here, that's a cross between a Pomeranian and an African. I'm selling out of the white Chinese. I've got some brown Chinese with the long, thin necks. There's a pair, female, male. And then I've got a buff, and I believe that's a buff African cross. This is my other young stock pen. These guys are a little bit younger, kind of the second hatch that I did. I've got the daddy Pomeranian in here, and the mama African's usually in here, though she's been getting out sometimes to go wander. So I've got some more pure brown Chinese there. I've got more crosses, which would be an excellent, excellent meat bird or guard bird for a flock. I've got 2 little Anconas in here, one there, one there. They both got angel wing. I also have chickens. I gotta find my chickens. Let's see if there's any in the hut. I've got my first batch of chickens. Yep, there's some in here. Actually, 2 batches. There's 2 batches in this group. You see some are a little bit bigger than others. There's 2 age groups here. These are some of the chickens. They're the 2nd generation cross for my meat project. These ones were more or less, the parents were free range. So they're multiple crosses, just willy-nilly with whoever. Not really planned breedings, but I'm excited. I want to watch and see if I still get some really good birds out of it.
Hi!
And I've got more. There's chickens, they hop through the fence there. I've got a nice big group in the shade over here. And they're just coming up to the age where you can start to see genders. Oh my word, I've got one through that fence. How am I going to get him out? Maybe he finds his way back in. I'll have to keep an eye on that.
What if it's a...
Because that's a 2-inch by 4-inch, so they can't really fit through that unless he finds a way through. Oh yeah, here we are. One random duckling. He hatched late. And they're all running away. Those are the older chickens. They're coming up on sorting age soon, especially the older group. I'm gonna have to rescue this guy. You've gone and got yourself stuck. I'm not even sure how I'm gonna rescue him. Might move this. I put that panel there to block them off, but somehow he got through. Some nice birds in this group for being willy-nilly crosses. All right, well, I'm going to try and save this guy.
Hi! Bye!
He's a little distressed. So this is my breeding flock.
Hi!
Hi, Gideon. You may notice there's no buffs in here anymore. They went home to their new home yesterday. I'm also getting out of the white Chinese, but these guys haven't sold yet. And the African mama right there is out here having some adult time away from the kids. Yeah, they don't want me getting too close. They're just going to run away. So try to video from here. I know the lighting's not the best. Wow, those white ones are glowing. Okay.
The white ones are glowing.
Now I'll go show you the teeny tiny babies. So these are the baby chickies. There's 61. There was 60 before, one last one hatched. 61 babies. These are the planned breeding. So I had these guys, the parents, in breeding pens. They were separate in those pens for 6 weeks before I started collecting eggs. So these guys are the ones that I planned out. Nobody wants to see up your nose. They're all in here as a group for now. I do have this one set up ready to go once they need to be divided because they will take up more space and need more space. But yeah, when they're ready, I'll separate them into 2 groups. And then when they're good to go outside, they'll go back as one group. Some of these guys for sure will be for sale. Some will go to meat. And some will be kept back for breeding.
Hi.
I'm going to really keep watch for, in particular, the roosters that hit their growth early on. Yeah, Gideon, they've seen you several times in the video. So I'm really going to aim for the early growers for this, so you have faster growing meat birds, because that's what I'm trying to do, get a meat breed going, roughly based on the Brahma. Aren't they adorable? And here's our brave and valiant Mabel girl. She has been barking off the coyotes the last few nights. They've gotten her really upset and worked up, but she's barked them off and kept our farm safe from all the predators. Next spring she'll be 3. Still hasn't settled down that much though. Still behaves like a puppy. She couldn't be any sweeter. She is learning to sit for affection and not jump on people, which is nice. But if you turn your back on her, she will jump on you, so what can you do? Right, Mabel? Are you the good girl? Yes, you are. You're a good girl. And she loves her belly rubs. There we go. There's the belly rubs.
And I was trying to get her to do the belly rubs.
Yeah, we would not have the farm here without her. She keeps it all safe and keeps all the baddies away. Lets us know when something's happening. Even the seagulls. If there's a seagull coming down around, she barks them away too, and the crows. And the flock is okay with her. They like to come over here and steal from her water dish right there. But yeah, that's everyone on the farm now. I'm back driving school bus too.
And I'm back in school.
Yeah. But yeah, we are now thoroughly into winter preparations. So there's some of the cage that I'll be using to sort those guys. Oh, and this is my sad, 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 pitiful garden. So there's not a whole lot in it anymore. We've still got some beets to harvest. A few little carrots there. What else have we got? Oh, we got tomatoes coming on. You can see there's tomato down there, some here. So all in this row is tomatoes. I've got a few potatoes left here that need, but you can see there we harvested all that type. Those were Yukon Golds, and this type is a red type. One thing, if anyone knows what is going on with my peppers, I have never seen peppers so short, stumpy, and bushy and lush. They haven't grown a single pepper on them. But what have I done wrong? How do you get them to grow tall and grow peppers instead of short and bushy? If anyone knows, please tell me.